Hello, and welcome back to my Loop Hero Let's Play. We are picking up where we left off in the last episode where we beat Omega, the final boss, and we are going to continue to loop until we eventually die, which is no doubt going to happen at some point. We've already, as you can see, obviously, we've already set the entire loop up. We're on loop 17, or enemy level 17, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to keep going. So this is essentially see how far we can go with our resources. 139 on books, 121 here. The other stuff, it comes in a bit slow, and we are getting resources here. We got the 10 skulls because we killed every boss on this run earlier. So if you missed that episode, go back and check it out. So it's a rather longer episode. I think it's an hour and 20 minutes, but it's pretty awesome how we set this up. And we are just going to continue to loop and kill and get as many resources as we can. Pretty exciting to get your first kill and be able to stay and loop this long, though, for sure. So it's going to be a lot of just looping, checking out the new gear, equipping what we think is good, and then moving on. I'll stress this again on this particular type of build, having 65% or having a high chance to crit and then for a high amount of damage is really important. Our max XP continues to go up because we have all these traits. We started here, and this is how we got them in this order, and because of that we were able to, in addition to other things, because of that we were able to defeat all the way through the final boss. Our attack speed is ridiculously high, so yeah, we're just looping and farming. This is the real way to be able to do it, though. Got to utilize while I'm here. Got 38% evasion, which is also pretty decent. Not the highest I've ever had, but it's certainly not terrible. We've got the 10% vampirism plus, I think it's 6 health per kill or something. So yeah, I mean, we're constantly getting healed. We finally made it to the point where we can actually farm in game, so that's pretty awesome. And there are no caps on our resources. Okay, so another loop completed. Let's see. It's higher damage, but we gotta have critical damage. It's gotta have that at the minimum, or we're not putting it on. So unfortunately, neither one of those are going to be upgraded. Only one body piece. Gotta have that. The crit damage chance and the critical damage are very important to the build, how I run it anyways. So at the minimum, we have to have that. This has 11 crit damage chance. I mean, I just don't need that upgrade, really. Okay, now that is a lot lower, but that's what we want. If we could get something like that, but in like this type of amulet, we'd be set. Anyways, we're just gonna run again. Continue. Right now, I don't think we're in any danger of dying. Of course, I say that. I got rid of all of the battlefields, so there's no ghosts. Now that does slow down your orb of expansion rate. However, ghosts counter and they regen, so at some point you just won't be able to kill them, and they will just murder you. Should I be worried about that on the first run that I beat Omega? Probably not, but since I know it's a thing, I'm trying to prepare for it early. So we'll get what we get until they kill us, essentially. And when we do, we'll use 4 of the 10 skulls we earned in this run alone to take all of our loot. Meaning we'll have a net positive of 6 skulls. So that's amazing. And we already had like 20 plus back at the base. So yeah, we're just farming stuff out. We're actually getting a decent amount of food, a decent amount of orbs of evolution. Not many of those. This is okay. That's for undead stuff. This is converted from this stuff. I'm not sure what's dropping this. I think it's the slimes. And I have no idea what drops these either. We're not going to get any more wood, obviously, because we're not placing anything. 170 books. You can't even see the full number now. I wish they would fix that, but that's... I don't know if they just didn't expect people to stay that long or what, but we're about to level up again. We're going to run out of traits. This is the exact time where I kind of wish I had additional traits unlocked. Of course, that being said, it's harder to get what you want when you have more in the pool. So it can work against you in the early part of the loops, but it can really be awesome in the later parts. Yeah, those guys are starting to hit a little hard there. 599 health, not that much. Damage, 192. Damage, 103. And they got defense, 16 defense. I mean, I myself only have 15 defense, so... Again, only a matter of time before these guys start to kill me and start ripping me up. Like, yeah, you can see my health is already getting hit pretty hard. Okay, yeah, maybe we won't last as long as I was anticipating. Guess we'll find out, won't we? Alright, so maybe it's time to do a full overhaul again here. Crit damage 8 and 8, and this is 7 and 9, so effectively the same. Lots of counter, lots of pure damage, and just an overall increase in damage. Now that has an evasion bonus, but it's not quite... Oh, we could use that instead of this, really. That's 7. Well, they all have pure. I think I'm going to take the evasion, actually. Okay, so there we go with that. That did not roll how we wanted it, unfortunately. That didn't either. 500. I don't want to drop crit damage if I can avoid it. Let's see here. No. And no. So let's go again. Another loop. And we can continue. We're essentially just farming the resource that we break down at the alchemist side of things, so we can just get what we need to get. And this is how I did it anyway, so it's a lot easier to do this and get tons of books and loads of expansion and other resources here. And since the rogue only gets their stuff at the end of each loop, you don't have to sit there and examine every single thing. Alright, we got shoe nails, that's good. That's great. We're going to be bringing back a ton of new stuff. Higher vampirism will have another slot for our potions. We could potentially have more armor right out of the gate. We could also add in more spike damage. This is amazing. Get a couple of quest mobs here. It's funny how it picks certain areas. I got 2 more in this one. No problem for our guy, though. 6,700 health. Very, very strong looking. We're getting 27 weapons on a loop 20. That's incredible. No, no, and no. None of those can be used, unfortunately. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? I know it is for me. None of those bodies are worth anything. I mean, that could work, but... Oh... Stupid attack speed. So annoying. 460. It's really not that big of a jump. It took a 27 to outdo this 22 yellow. That's kind of funny, actually. And it's still not as good. Crit damage chance is 2% higher, but the crit damage is 2% lower. Yeah, whatever. Not going to make that big of a difference. That, on the other hand, we lose a little bit of pure damage, which could hurt us a bit, but we gain more crit damage chance and we lose a little bit of crit damage. Look at how long this 19 has been here. That's amazing. 30 to 38. Whatever, let's just do it. Who cares? At this point, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to sit there and worry about it too terribly much. When I die, and I'm going to be super happy with that run, regardless. We've got almost 200 books. $200 times 25. I should be able to do that in my head. Is that? It can't be 250. 2,500? I should know that. That's really embarrassing. I know it's going to be a decent amount of whatever they call the alchemist thingy. This guy hits hard. Yeah, this is the amount of attack speed we have is still really, really high. I'm just not sure. Like, I know there are probably other builds that I might not be aware of with both Warrior and Necro. They could probably do good. I just don't know if they could ever compare to this. But, you know, never say never, especially considering the game's been out for almost a year now, I think. It's coming up on a year, maybe in a month or so. Maybe a little less. Ooh, we're about to level up again. I don't even know what trait it would give us if it runs out of traits. Oh, wow, we never got that, did we? Huh, okay. This is completely useless. I guess this could be cool. I don't know if that retroactively does 10% of everything we currently have, or I guess it would. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. Okay, cool. So now if we get really hurt, it's possible the way I built this loop, it might take even longer than I think to die, but their damage will scale at some point and probably outscale us. We got no weapons. That's great. 1797. Wow. Lose 30% critical damage. Nah, I don't think so. Oh, that's nice pure damage and all. Only 31% evasion, but is that worth 7 evasion for 19 pure damage? And yes, technically I lose 2% to just regular crit damage. Maybe. I don't know. 53 pure damage. Nice. Oh, here we... Oh, never mind. That's... I mean, I like the evasion stat better, but the other stuff is not as good. Okay, let's go another loop. See if we survive. 213 books. Very nice, very nice. Getting those crits. constant stream of books coming in. We should be able to expand and get quite a few houses down, I hope, after this. I say quite a few. I mean, they do still cost 200 of that dust for every, well, let's see. If you didn't have any of the resources, it'd be 800 dust per one. And that's a lot of dust. Since we're getting other resources that we're not using as much, perhaps we convert some of those too and get more houses down. The more houses down we get, the better off we're going to be, and that means we're more likely to be able to kill or like run at 4 consistently, which means we can then eventually upgrade our towers so that they're just completely done and they're helping us 4 tiles out, which at the beginning can be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, as a viewer, I'm not sure how amazingly entertaining this is, but if you were curious about endgame, this is definitely it. And this is on our first run. And also, the XP is now out of 234,730. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen that. Also, we just got a jeweler's lens, which is pretty amazing. That's a boost to quality. So very good. It really does not want to give me the weapon type that I want. Lose evasion. It's probably worth swapping that one. I am loving this pure damage though. That's a huge boost to our overall damage, I bet. This has got defense and pure damage, so we're going to drop to 31% evasion, but if we can kill stuff really quickly, it probably won't matter. $475. Oh, there's the evasion. If we want it back, we could get it right back there, but we drop our crit and like our crit chance and crit damage. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, let's go another round. $233 books, 158 orbs of expansion. That looks really good. I don't know where the food is coming from. I guess converting certain cards, maybe? No, we can't do that, right? There we go, they're getting a couple of hits in there. Dang. Let's just quickly jump in and see. 802, and they're doing 258 damage. Honestly, have no idea how you would survive this if you didn't have the trait that gave you more health as you went. I can tell you one thing though, cutting back some of those villages was definitely the way to do it, because otherwise we probably would have gotten owned. But having a couple here and there definitely help. And that's just knowledge from my previous, save file kicking in, because you may or may not know that being new. Now the books do have a different purpose. They're not really supposed. I mean, their only purpose is not to just be converted. I think I showed you that when we first unlocked it, but I could considering how many books we are probably going to go home with, we might actually just cap out when we can cap out. It's not really pertinent though, so I'm reluctant to do that because it seems like just a waste for right now. Okay, 150, 150. Wow, why didn't that get something weird? Something looks weird. Why is that box lower? Huh. It's too bad it didn't roll with crit chance, I mean. And neither did that. And that one did 100 to 150 in damage to all. I don't think that's worth replacing, honestly. We don't really need that damage. Okay, now that, we're going to lose some pure damage. 9%. Yep, and 50. Oh, you lose half of the critical damage, but you gain a lot of health. Do we really need the health? Is that really something we need? You can see how long this has lasted because it's just the right rolls. I don't know about that. Plus, we have it doesn't look like we have any damage to all right now. I think I'm going to pass on that, honestly. Don't really need that, no. And that's nice evasion, but it doesn't have the other stuff we want. 40%. And that's not terrible, but I don't think we need it. And that's a little bit better. Unfortunately, it has attack speed on it. Well, that's almost a trade, except for the pure damage. You know what? Nope, we're just going to roll. I'm sure we'll be fine, and if we won't, then we won't be fine. We'll just die. On some level, I'm actually not going to mind dying because I don't want to be running this the entire day. I got other things I got to do today, obviously. So, I'm being a little reckless, but at the same time, you can see that you do not have to replace stuff every single time, assuming that you have really nice stats, which is what we've got on most of our stuff. We've got over 8,000 health now. Climbing. And we've already lost a lot of the health. These vampires are starting to hit us pretty hard, actually. I'm glad I left the villages I left in somewhat strategic places. But yeah, you can see they are starting to hit us relatively hard. So we will definitely see whether this pans out or not. We may only have a couple more loops before we get destroyed. Yep, there it is. We just used a potion. That's the first time that's happened in a while. I mean, our health has gone back up, so we're good there. Okay, and then we just got destroyed. Wow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to limit this to, we'll have this run to, since the first episode went on an hour and 20 minutes, we'll have this run go about 40 minutes, and then we'll just call it, because I don't want to spend too terribly much time, at least for the sake of people watching. They may or may not really care. Okay, now it's better, and it's also not better. 38 counter, 8 and 11. That's worse in multiple ways. Alright, whatever. Let's just do another one. I really just kind of can't believe this setup did work. It's because we put a bunch of villagers down and had a bunch more things helping us out. I think it's really what made the difference. It just so happened that we were using the XP boosts when we did it. So farming lots of additional drops here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drops just in this one run. Pretty cool. 280 books, 172 orbs. That guy hits hard. Very hard. But again, at some point, they're going to catch up to us. And I'm okay with it, like I had said before. Loop 24. I mean, you can imagine what Loop 60 looks like. There goes another potion. Nice. When we start ripping through our potions, then we'll know we really do need to leave, probably. Let's take a bit of time to do this, though, for sure. Also, something else to consider is that some of those things that we had equipped where we get HP or something for each resource gained, that's pretty big here as well. You can see how that can stack here, for sure. Definitely takes some time to build it out, though, and get everything correct before you really can just kind of hands-free it, which is what we're currently doing. And the quest rewards just gives such low rewards. I don't know why they didn't bother. Lots of upgrades from him, wow. And we're still full health, so that's garbage. $41, pure damage is slightly lower, 13 and 11. You know what? Boots, you did a great job. We are going to swap you now. I don't really want damage to all, but it's still, both of those traits are still lower, but we have a higher shield. Again, I don't really want the attack speed, so you know what? Sure. Alright, let's go another loop. Yeah, we kind of slowed down getting these because we got rid of the ghosts, I think. I don't know, maybe for earlier... I was gonna say maybe for the earlier, like, loops, you keep the ghosts longer, but we had already seen them being a problem, so... I guess that could go either way. Maybe the next one I'll leave the ghosts and see how we do. Still getting hurt a little bit. Just not getting weapon upgrades, unfortunately. So eventually that part of it will catch up to us. We have an 80% chance to crit for 206 damage. 206% damage. That's insane. And you can definitely get your evasion higher, but if you're killing stuff this fast, why would you need evasion all that much? Right there, that's the reason for that guy hitting us. Because you're going to have that cooldown, essentially. Oh, good. Brass candlestick. Pretty useless, but we'll take it. That's something else I should look at doing, is getting rid of the stuff I don't really use. That's more resources for us. Also, we've now hit, I think, 304 books and 184 orbs, or 185 now. Very nice. We're almost 30 minutes in, and we're just continuing to farm, so that's really quite good. It looks like I can keep going, honestly. Got 160 plus trophies, 166. They will not give us what we want, because they hate us. Or because random is random. Could be that too. Random is, in fact, random. Okay, interesting. 12 and 17. 37. Nah, it's not worth it. Okay, let's go again. Will they murder us? Let's find out. So far, we're still doing pretty good. I think the books are 313. Yeah, 314. You can see it right there. Okay. Well, this is absolutely amazing. Quite honestly. And now, I know that I had said this ages ago, but when I was saying that we would have more orbs of expansion than we know what to do with, each time you go out, you're getting hundreds of orbs of expansion. Obviously, you can convert those as well as the books and not really think twice about it. I just kind of wish the orbs gave you like 50 resource rather than 25, but they saw people doing what I'm doing here, and they were probably like, nah, I don't think so. I had to cough, but I'm good now, hopefully. Could we get a weapon? There it is, finally. Did we get another one? We did. Well, it's about time. They made us wait a long time for that. Counter. Wow, that one has high damage. So counter, crit, and pure damage. Let's do this. Okay, so just because I know these are the stats we want, and it's an upgrade across the board. So 175 to 262. 228 to 341 just from that. Oh, wow. And there's our body piece. Oh, we're definitely taking that. Critical damage we're going to lose a little bit of, but that's okay, because that's just such a huge jump. Now we have over 10,000 health. Wow, this run could almost never end if I wanted it to just not end. Maybe it is dumb to end this. 59% evasion on that, huh? Don't want the attack speed, so I'm going to pass. Okay, let's go again. Critting for 912 damage. That's pretty insane. Man, I might have to just keep breaking this up into multiple episodes. Again, I have no idea how entertaining that's going to be, but I hate to end a run this successful. When we get back, I'll probably just end the episode, and then the next episode will be us crafting and doing all kinds of cool stuff. This is some serious power. I had no idea our first kill on Omega would turn into such a powerful run. 336 books, 198 orbs of expansion. That's pretty good. I mean, they're hitting us, but man, they have to do a lot of damage to actually kill us. And since there's no ghosts, there's nothing that's just going to counter us. Those other guys that counter, they could have probably easily killed us. So yeah, this is looking really good. Also, it's important to note that if I have to take a break, I don't know if you can save and exit in the middle of a run in this game. If I knew that, I should probably look that up in between episodes and see if you can save and exit. Because if I could do that, I could just come back to it later, which would be ideal. So I've got some stuff I have to do here coming up. So that's another run right there. really think we need weapons right now. I mean, we've already got more than enough damage. I don't want attack speeder, so that's just not, we're not taking that. No, 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 and no. Okay, go again. See, what the quest roll just gave me a 23. Why? Why would I want a 23 when I'm on enemy with 28? Doesn't even make sense. I mean, it should at least match the enemy level, like loot level. And that wouldn't be good for Rogue, because if you're playing Rogue right, you're going to be getting well above that, as you can see here. I'm happy to see that food coming in for sure, and the metal. I don't see any rocks, so we're gonna have to make rocks for sure. I'm just so happy it's not capped anymore. Very nice. And after this run, I doubt we'll ever go back to Act 3, unless we absolutely have to for some reason. Oh, another Count's chair. Amazing. More vampirism. That's awesome. That's a great drop. We're up to 11,200 health. Pretty insane. 39 on a 29. That's, ooh, and that's exactly what we want too. Wow, excellent. 131 to 196. So it's actually going to replace the lower damage of the two, which is even better. 9 and 19, so it's almost the exact same there. Pure damage is a little bit less, but the main damage is so much higher. We're going for that for sure. Okay. Nope, did not get lucky there. Did not really get lucky there. Got to have both rolls on that to even be viable at this point, in my opinion anyways. Obviously, if you're playing, you can play it however you want. Okay, we're going to do one more full loop, and we're going to get, so we're starting loop 30. Then I'm going to end the episode there, and I'm going to see if I'm able, I don't know how I would save and exit, unless you literally just exit the game and it comes back here. So I'm going to see if I can do that. If I can, we're going to come back in the middle of this loop. If I can't, then I guess the next episode is going to be us farming this exact same loop again, which, to reiterate, I'm not sure how exciting that is, other than seeing the loot that we get, but it's kind of needed. This one run can save us so much time as far as what we can get done back at the base, so we might as well do it while we have the chance. I doubt it'll be the last time we have this chance, but it is a really good opportunity to get tons and tons of resources. So we will take it. I just hope I can exit in the middle of the game. I have no idea. And I'd hate to exit in the middle of this game and then lose all of this loot. That would upset me, for sure. So I need to check it out, see if that's possible. +380 books, it would appear. Okay, well there it is, loop 30. We'll take a look at our loot. I got a 24. Thank you for that. Where did that come from exactly? I don't know, but that's terrible. 46. Yeah, that's not as good as our boots, so we're not even going to look at them. 10 and 17. Defense, 52%. I mean, that's not the worst I've ever seen. I think we're just going to keep what we have. Okay, well, 40 minutes of just farming this particular same run. We've got tons of additional loot here that we're going to be bringing back. Obviously, we've got 218 expansion orbs, 385, I believe is where we're at there. And here are all our stats. If you want a reminder, started down here and work your way up, and that's how we leveled up essentially for traits in this run. You can see my stats here. And when we come back, either we'll be continuing this run again, or we won't, I guess. I think we'll be continuing it probably, I hope. So, in any event, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.